Transporting gear is a pain, whether that's around a studio or a location, so we're going to look at a simple piece of gear that solves that issue and how you can turn it into a mobile lighting and workstation. This is the SmallRig 36-inch lightweight camera cart, which we are going to turn into an all-in-one filmmaking tool. Why?
Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
The actual function of a camera cart like this is just to carry your gear, which sounds boring, and it is, but it's also an insanely helpful and unsung hero on set. A cart like this is large enough to pack most everything you'd take to a small shoot in just one cart, and away you go. Then once you're staged, you turn it into a mobile table of the most important consistently used gear, like we did here while shooting for next week's episode. And comment what shot you think we're recreating below. The best wrong answer gets pinned to the top. Anyway, it comes like this here, but is an easy 3-minute toolless assembly and disassembly, and at 61 pounds, it's easy to just toss in any car. And lightweight doesn't mean it can't carry weight. You have a load capacity of 551 pounds. So like I said before, I can use it for more than just transporting gear. Like, since it's a camera cart, we can put a camera on it. Use it like a makeshift dolly of sorts. At first, I put my Pixis on there with a hi-hat, and it did work a bit if we had it on a very smooth surface, so you could use it as a dolly in a pinch, but overall, it was too bumpy to be useful in most cases. Which might be dumb to even talk about, but I don't care. I'm squeezing every bit of juice out of this juice box.
There's something about that guy's tone of voice I don't like.
Plus, I have the Ronin 4D, so I could pop that on to smooth everything out and genuinely use it like a dolly, but I'll get back to that. With it being able to handle 551 pounds, I could put a person on it, so I had Justin sit on the front to get this trippy, almost Spike Lee style shot, or maybe he popped too many Flintstones vitamins.
I hear him chat to the noise, move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys, man's so tough, but man's keep walking. Just too sharp with the prize, white girls let her tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan, if you wanna touch me, please use caution.
Or maybe he's just enjoying a delightful bike ride. Another idea that has nothing to do with the use of a camera cart that popped into my head was walk and talks. A walk and talk is exactly what it sounds like. It's a shot with characters having a conversation while in motion, and the camera is following along with them. While doing this, you'll have the camera operator following, along with a boom operator and maybe someone Hollywooding a bounce, flag, or light, which to Hollywood something just means a crew member is holding a piece of gear that would normally be rigged. But you have these baby pins on the 4 corners of the cart, so I decided to see if I could rig this out. So I popped one of those baby pins out in the front and put a C-stand body in, then a C-stand arm on the baby pin on the other side. And now I can mount a flag on the one C-stand and a light on the arm and a boom mic on the body of the C-stand as well. And now we have this.
Yuck.
Which looks ridiculous, but I do have a mobile walk and talk rig. And again, since I have my Ronin 4D, I can use that to stabilize the image and clean up any bumps to give us a solid walk and talk where I can do the job of 4 people all by myself. And again, this looks absolutely ridiculous. We did use some of our scrap gear for testing this out, but this works really well. So when we rig it out properly, it'll look fine on set too. You also have the handle here that can pop off and be another riser to mount monitors or other bits of gear. And obviously, building out a camera cart for a walk and talk isn't something you would do when you have a production budget, but I come from the school of DIY filmmaking, so I can't stop my mind from wandering back. And if you're a one-person filmmaking team, there you go. What I could definitely see me using it for is just as a mobile production station. Pop a light on and a mic and be able to move easily where there's very little crew. Different setups in different areas of a location while reducing the number of stands you need to set up and move. If you're dealing with little to no crew, something like this can be a lifesaver. Or you could put a light on the cart, then use the cart to move that light around to get different effects like we did here. But again, the main use for this is carrying your shit, whatever shit you want to put on it. Just pile it on and away you go. You have these soft pads here too, so you can stage your lenses when you shift over to shooting mode. You also have a ton of mounting options around the cart for whatever you would need, and a detachable side panel to convert into a workbench like we showed before. At the bottom, we have 8-inch pneumatic shock absorbing casters that can roll over anything: grass, concrete, rocks, small steps, ducks, feet, and is the reason some of these shots when on smooth flooring actually work pretty well. And of course you can lock these. My one complaint so far is that these pieces where I mount the wheels when packing back up stick out and take up storage space on the bottom, so there is that. But other than that, I love this thing. We're getting along great so far. Once you're all done with it, it packs up nicely with its removable casters and handrail, making it very easy to transport, and it's airline oversized compliant, meeting most airline standards, so it's travel ready too. So as I said in the beginning, this type of gear sounds boring, but it can be the most versatile and headache releasing tool for your production. Of course, camera carts can be pretty pricey, so if you don't have the budget for it, you could get started with something simple from a local hardware store. You wouldn't be able to do all the stuff we showed in this episode, but any kind of cart to help transport your gear on location is going to be a big win. But that's it for today. Big thank you to SmallRig for sending the cart and sponsoring the episode. If you want to check out the cart for yourself, you can get that online or in some physical stores. Links below for all of that. And until next time, don't forget to write, shoot, edit, repeat.
I hear him chatting the noise, move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys, man so tough, but mans keep walking. Just too sharp with the prize, white girls let it tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan, if you wanna touch man, please use caution.
See you later. Ta-ta.